Okay, I thought I would do a quick video on my Apocalypse Max deck in its current incarnation. At Worlds, I piloted this to a 6-2 record. It had 47 cards in it then. I took out one daily cast to bring it down to 46 cards because I found that occasionally I wanted to draw cards in a game, and I often found myself with exactly 1 or 2 cards left in my deck. So 47 may have been a little bit too many, and I might want something that is a different value modulo 3. So I'm trying a 46. The card I took out was Daily Casts, and that might have been the worst card in the deck. I might want to bring it down to 45. I've been playing it locally without a Plasticate Carapace, but that's largely because people here aren't playing a lot of meat damage, and it may be the case that I want to end up taking out a Day Job or even an Eater. Those don't seem like amazing ideas. They seem like pretty bad ideas. Maybe a Wanton Destruction. We'll see if 46 or 45 ends up being the better number for the stack. I am going to try a game on Jinteki and discuss things as I play them. First, we begin the complicated dance of convincing people that you're playing a runner and not a corp, because Jinteki.net automatically starts you out as a corp. While this is going on, I might as well discuss the nature of the deck. Oh wait, someone's here. Alright, let's start this. So, one thing I've realized when playing this deck is that you want to keep every hand that has a lot of money in it, and you want to mulligan a hand that doesn't have a lot of money. We're in kind of a weird spot now because we just mulliganed a hand without any money in it into a hand that doesn't have a lot of money in it. But we'll see how this plays. He might not protect HQ because he's PE. He protected HQ. Okay, cool. He might just end up spending the first turn clicking for credits. I really don't want to do too much running because this is a pretty okay hand. He might have a Komite. Oh, Turtlebacks. He might not be in the kill plan. Anyways, I'm glad we've got the Apocalypse for this. I'm really close to just Eater 3 credits. I think that's what I do here. Let's just check the heap. That's a keyhole. If we had a little bit more money, we might end up keyholing into R&D, but there's a good possibility that he's just going to ice up R&D. He looks like he's the sort of deck that plays a little bit of ice at least. He's playing PE, so I sort of assume he's trying to kill us eventually, but he's also playing Mental Health Clinic, so I'm getting really mixed messages here. I still expect the HQ Ice to be a Komainu. But on the other hand, we can have a really great turn here if we get in with the Siphon. Because he's got just enough money that he's probably not going to go to zero resing things. And I'm willing to take even 1 credit with this deck. I would much rather... Ooh, Gemini! I'm going to just have to break that. We have enough money to break it. God, though, if he does res 5 credits of stuff here, that is a little bit of an awkward wash, because we do need to steal at least 2 credits. Alright, so there's that. Now we run R&D and hope we don't get our Apocalypse stolen from us. Philotic, alright. And we run Archives. Alright, well that's going to be an interesting place to go right now. He has 0 credits and nothing installed. And we've got a little bit more than that, but not a lot. Yeah, I think we just... I don't know if we clear tags here. We have the same old things that we're going to want eventually to have for Levy. I'm going to just start checking servers. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, we're just gonna take a negative agenda point. Cause we still can levy. Oh, yes, we can still levy. This is just sort of like this deck doing what it does. We're very far ahead on board because he doesn't have a board, and well, we don't really have an ahead on board. We're just winning by virtue of not losing on board. But now we can do things like same old thing, the siphon, and just lock him out of the game. Like, it's just going to be very hard for him to get back into the game. And meanwhile, we've got 3 agenda points. Oh, maybe 2. I don't like that he's giving us tags. I'm a little bit afraid about that. I am now pretty concerned about the fact that he's giving us tags. I suppose I might end up wanton destructioning him. Like, he's not going to kill us with these tags unless he gets... Does he have the influence for multiple scorched earths? At any rate, here we go. Because now we can pull out Keyhole and just start keyholing him into the ground. We don't want ice. You really want to grab ice with this deck when you keyhole, because you don't like a lot of ice on the corpse side. I'm honestly kind of surprised he's still playing this game. Like, this is... I can just imagine this being really tilting if you're just testing your deck for the first time. Okay, so here's kind of a moment of reckoning, right? Like, he could... If he has the Scorched and... Okay, he doesn't have the kill. That's something I'm very grateful for today. Happy Thanksgiving. Okay, so it's actually 2 months after Thanksgiving, but 1 month. Four credits, huh? Well, it could be an agenda, could be snare, right? We saw a snare when we were hitting R&D, and he might have more than one. But I think right now we just have to do the account siphon play and feel really bad about it, because I would feel really bad if I was on the other side of the table here. Hopefully we find our Plascrete soon, though. That's something that will help us a lot. Here's a GFI. That's probably a Jackson, isn't it? Well, if it is a Jackson, this is actually probably the best play, because he's at 0 credits. He clearly can't res whatever that ice is. But yeah, let's snipe that Kronos Project, shall we? What do we lose with Kronos Project? We lose Levy, so I probably do not want him ever Kronos Projecting. Alright, let's check archives. And also see whether we got our Plascrete yet. Yep. Oh boy, time to access ShiQ and News Team and go pretty far down. Alright, Medical Breakthrough. I steal that. Psychic Field. That does nothing. ShiQ. News Team. I will take 2 tags. Alright, not bad, not bad. What happens if we keyhole? Urgh! Deja Vu is gone. Well, there's a chance we just get locked out of the game. That's the answer. Oh, there is a total chance we get locked out of the game. 2, 3, 4... Well, we'll just have to win first. We play Sure Gamble or Eater. I think Sure Gamble is fine here. Like, he's still not going to be able to kill us with meat damage very easily. He doesn't have the money. What we really need to do is just keyhole him into Oblivion. Probably got something in HQ as well. Alright, well here what we do is just kind of cross our fingers for... Well, we can't force the issue. Excuse me, sorry. That feels awkward. But we're going to let him look at the top card, because we still get to see 2 more cards, and it's a lot cheaper for us. I've never played against Yaguru with this deck. Okay, so that's a good place to be. Oh, we're at 5 points. It doesn't matter what we take. Okay, well that's one pretty quick game. Let's do another. This is only like 10 minutes as well. Like, I tend to play decks that play very quickly for tournament purposes. Oh, this is so good. So good. Oh, this is a Mushin no Shin deck. That'll be fun. Because we're going to start by siphoning him, and he's going to be at 0 credits, and then he can't trigger it if it's a June bug. Well, that's a pretty good first turn. What did we... Oh, we dropped a Siphon and Eater, it looks like. No, Siphon and Liberated Account. We lost Eater to net damage. So now I just really want to grab a Keyhole. I will take the Keyhole. God, this deck! I do hope we find a HB opponent. I might not play another round after this, but I hope we find an HB opponent, because I really would like to demonstrate how this deck plays against Food Coats, which is one of the more interesting matchups. Like, I mean, maybe not one of the most interesting matchups in Netrunner, but definitely one of the more common matchups right now, and a deck that you need to know how to beat. Like, I mean, I have no compunction in tournaments winning games if my opponent is a less skilled player, but I would rather win good games than win bad games. And I'm kind of concerned that like, on Jinteki.net you hit too many opponents who are going to give you pretty bad games. Like, if I get 7 Keyhole uses in most games, I'm pretty lucky. 7 Keyhole uses on a Jinteki.net game just means my opponent's playing PE. A lot of 1s. I want to take Mushin no Shin here, because he has the ability to represent some obnoxious threats, but I don't think he can take anything worse than a 5-3 of Mushin no Shin. Like, if he scores 3 points, that's fine. If he scores 6 points, that's fine. 1, 2, 3. And the thing is, if that's a Jackson Howard, I don't really care. One of the things this deck can do that's really brilliant is run the corp out of cards. I think I do this a little bit more than the old builds of Aggro Max will do. Here's another Jackson Howard. See, that's the thing. If he has a Jackson Howard there, he's going to have to grab at least one of the Jackson Howards he's back anyways to continue recurring. Now he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points in archives. I probably don't run because if it is a Jackson Howard, then he can stick me with a lot of them. But I don't really have that much to lose either. Like, okay, got some money, but I already have it. Oh, there's a Jackson Howard anyways. That wasn't a Jackson Howard. And he's got to play around the potential Hades shard even though I don't run one. Alright. Well, now he's got 2 Jackson Howards stuck in archives. I am okay with the situation somehow. Okay. Let's just get the Eater Keyhole going. And Queen's Gambit if we need to. Like, this is a deck, like, it's clearly a Mushin deck, so it's going to have a lot of things that maybe he wants Queen's Gambited. Like, it's hard to get a read on the card for card choices. Ooh, Hostile Infrastructure, that has to go. It's hard to get a read on the card for card choices these decks have, but I sort of assume there's, like, maybe a Grindel Refinery or something like that, or at least back channels. I'm curious what this ice is. Wall of Thorns, maybe? So he left, ooh, that could be a Kronos project, in which case we're in a little bit of trouble. Three Bad Pub. I like 3 Bad Pub. I like 3 Bad Pub when my opponent has an ice wall. I like it. Yeah, let's get rid of back channels. Let's get rid of Profiteering. Let's get rid of Hostile Infrastructure. So he's doing a lot of funny things with advancement counters, so Queen's Gambit might not be the best idea, but I might not even need credits for the rest of the game. Like, I'm trashing his deck pretty quickly, and it doesn't look like he has ice that'll really hold Eater back very much. Let's keyhole and see what's up. If it is Wall of Thorns, I might be a little bit upset, but I've got Knife for that. Huh, so now I'm up to 4 Bad Pub, and I'm going to start paying 1 for the run. Like, Grin is a really bad ice in this circumstance. Do I have it? Yeah, that's it. That's game. gonna stop recording now because I have things I probably should be doing later. But I hope this was helpful and maybe gives you a little bit of insight on the decisions I make with this stack.